So the college football 26 trailer has finally dropped. We are now in that mode. It's that time of the year. We're finally getting some information on the new game. Now, I have not watched this trailer yet. Well, at the time of recording this, it literally just dropped. So I don't think many people to begin with have watched it. But I'm just going to assume this is kind of like a hype trailer, I like to call it, where it's really just kind of letting the world know, hey, the new game's about to come out. Get ready. Like, I'm sure they're going to show off some little things in here. But for the most part, I'm sure that's just what this is going to be. I'm also going to assume, because the game comes out July 7th, which it's almost July 7th, so the game's almost here. Every week going forward, they're going to give us some new information, maybe even twice a week they'll give us some, but at least one day a week, like I would assume going forward, because that's how Madden, typically did it, like right before the game was about to come out. They're going to give us information. They're going to talk about Dynasty, Ultimate Team, Regs, what's the other one where you get to like make your own player, all that stuff, Team Builder. We're going to get information on all that stuff, probably one thing a week going forward. And after we're done watching this trailer, because I'll be honest, the trailer's not very long. I don't even think it's 2 minutes. EA did tweet out something. It's like a big list of a bunch of features that we could see that are going to get added into the new game. Haven't looked at that either, so we'll take a look at it and see what they're talking about. But let's go ahead and check out this trailer, man. It's not very long. It's like a minute and 50. So, like I said, I would assume it's going to be a very a hype type of thing. Just a lot of hype. Okay, this is a new animation right here. Look at this. You can see the players getting off the bus. That is new. That was not in the last game. It definitely seems like they got some new special effects and stuff for like nighttime games, like looking like prime time type of games. It actually looks pretty cool, like the light show. Real coaches. There's a lot of stuff we can see here. We already knew there was going to be real coaches in it because it kind of got leaked with the whole photo shoot and the cover reveal and all that stuff. My question is, I wonder if they're going to have like assistant coaches too, because Madden never did assistant coaches. And the real question is, will we get Bill Belichick in the game? Will Bill Belichick finally decide to make it into a EA Sports product? We got the hats, getting to choose where you want to go. I'm assuming that's for the I can't think of that emotes called where you make your own player. I don't know why. I can't think of what that shit's called right now, but yeah, the light show for like these nighttime games looks crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that shit is valid. I wonder if we'll get something like that, like in online play. Probably not. It's probably just gonna be something for Dynasty, but the graphics, I mean, not the graphics. The graphics for the game always look kind of good, but that trophy looked kind of nice though. You see that coaches got Coach Day. They just showed, who was that before that? Penn State's coach. I can't think of his name. What is his name? And low-key, I'll be honest, it does not look like him. Now, granted, this is not the, final release of the game, but that does not look like Buddy. It does also look like we're still getting generic, the generic players' faces and stuff, which, I mean, it's expected. It's so many players, man. Like, can't expect them to get everybody, so I'm not complaining, but also hope this music's not copyright in the background. That would kind of suck, but I wonder if we're going to get some Delaware reveal in here. You know what I'm saying? The Blue Hens, maybe? Where the Hens at, man? That's not the Hens. That's Michigan. The fake. They stole the winged helmet. Stole it. Here, I ain't gonna lie. Underthrow animation? The underthrow crazy. I'm assuming Extender's still in the game. He broke the sack. Those are on the runs. Ew, they still got the ugly bad pass. Underthrew the shit out of it. Completed, though. Ooh, but look at that at the end, though. The reach for it animation? Hold on. Look at that. The reach for it? Is reach for it gonna be back? Man, remember Madden 21 reach for it? If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But man, it was a mess, man. It was. Truck animation still looks kind of the same. Oh my god, still got the nasty hit stick. They got some new stuff for the teams. The jerseys and all the stuff look kind of similar, right? Kind of the same. Pitt? They're showing Pitt? We gotta show Delaware. Where's Delaware? Where's Delaware? There's something in the air. Stadium Pulse. See, I never really had to deal with Stadium Pulse because I play online for the most part, but I know it's crazy. It is crazy in Dynasty. You go to some of them stadiums like Georgia and stuff like that. But like they had Stadium Pulse in the beginning of the year for online. Very happy they took it out because man, that Stadium Pulse ain't no joke. I will say one thing I think they should change about Stadium Pulse. If the running back is standing right next to me and I'm trying to high route him and change his route, I should be able to change his route because I'm literally right next to the guy. Like I can walk up to him and say it. So that just a little change, I think would make a little bit of sense. A lot of these quarterbacks they do not have the spiral, man. More coaches, Notre Dame's coach. I'm seeing a lot of fall forwards. Am I crazy? Like, that's like the second or third fall forward animation I feel like we saw. Look at that. Fall forwards might be a thing in the next game, man. I just hope it isn't crazy like Madden 21. Man. So yeah, I mean, for the most part, that trailer was just kind of to hype up the game, show it off, which is what I expected. So the trailer's pretty good. Like I said, what I expected. I mean, the game graphically looks good. I expect it to. I don't expect it to look worse. And now what we're gonna take a look at. This is EA put this along with the trailer. There's a link. It says, "Welcome to College Football 26." I have not read it. I'm gonna go through and read this whole thing, and it's supposed to, I guess, give us a little bit more information with the game. So we're going to read through this and see what else they're talking about. So in the very first paragraph we get, they do talk about how you get to start out in the high school. So that would be for the mode where, you know, you get to create your own player. Because I don't think in College Football 25, you know what's funny? I never actually even played that mode, which is crazy. But I remember a lot of people said that you couldn't start out in high school. I guess you're going to be able to start out in high school now and then work your way up and do all that stuff. They talk about how there's going to be brand new upgraded abilities. There's going to be a bunch of new plays. So this will be interesting. So in the very next paragraph, they talk about a bunch of different things. The first thing they touch up on is they want to keep the fast-paced movement, which I'm really, really happy to hear, because that is the biggest difference when you play college football and you play Madden. Madden feels really slow, sluggish. In my opinion, doesn't feel very good. College football is fast-paced, almost kind of arcadey, and it feels good. And it says that that's their goal, to keep the game like that. Thank goodness, because that is why I like this game so much. The next thing they talk about is they've made some upgrades to the wear and tear system. There definitely need to be some fixes to the wear and tear system, because there's times in this game where like a player will get like just kind of gently shoved out of bounds, and then he's out for the rest of the game. So hopefully, you know, stuff like that has gotten fixed. They also talk about how they have 2,800 new plays. That is crazy. Obviously, that means we're going to get some new formations, which they talk about. Rice's modern option and Penn State's gadget heavy. So we're getting new formations, and 2,800 new plays is crazy. They also say that they have added over 300 coaches into the game, which is pretty interesting, because there's a total of, 136 schools on the FBS level. So that means it's 136 head coaches, which would mean they would have had to done assistant coaches, correct? I mean, I don't know where else we're getting the other coaches from, so that's kind of cool, I guess. So now talking about a little bit more gameplay related things, they talk about wear and tear everywhere. Basically, there's a little bit more diversity to wear and tear, to where apparently it's going to be fully customizable and you can like change it throughout the game. And I guess there's like settings now for wear and tear, so obviously this is going to be something for Dynasty, and once again, I still can't remember what the game mode is called where you create the player, but it would be stuff more suited for that. Okay, so this whole thing we're kind of reading right here is it's gameplay stuff, foundational football advancements. They talk about some really interesting stuff in here. They talk about how they've improved the blocking, which, come on, the blocking will never be good in any football game. I think I've kind of accepted that, but they said they've improved the blocking. They also talk about how they've this was Madden's big punchline for Madden 25, the physics-based tackling. They talked about how they've improved that. A lot of this stuff, man, I'll be honest, it is just gibberish. It really is. But they do say they have improved tackling. But the thing that really caught my eye, it says new custom zone feature that you can use at the line of scrimmage. Does that mean we're getting like a whole new zone? Like that we can just like, you know, I was going to say hot route it, but I guess, like a defensive adjustment type. Let's say I wanted to put a guy in a curl flat. Like, are we getting a new zone? Like they didn't really talk about it a lot, but they hinted at it. For Home Field Advantage 2.0, they just basically say Stadium Pulse is going to be even crazier. It's going to be even harder to play in. And it was already pretty difficult to play in, so it's going to be even harder now. Over this next section, they pretty much just talk about how they're going to make the game more immersive. I think that's the right word for each team. So each team, they're going to go in more to depth. Their mascots, the team's chants at their home, the band, music that might be played at that team stadium, just making it feel more like when you're playing at that stadium, that you're actually playing at that stadium in real life. The next thing they just talk about is just the broadcast commentary. I'm not really going to talk about it, I'll be honest. I don't have commentary on. I don't want to hear what they're talking about. But they got Herb Street, Chris Fowler, whoever the hell else is on there. This one is really interesting. Show off your championship. They're bringing back the trophy room, which was a big thing in the older NCAA games, which we didn't get in this one, but it's going to be back into this game. And it seems like it's going to be in every single mode. They talk about Dynasty, Road to Glory, which is the way where you get to create the player, College Football Playoffs, which is the online regs mode, which would assume that we're actually going to get a friends leaderboard, because there actually is no friends leaderboard in College Football 25, which is something I always forget to talk about, which is crazy there isn't. So that's a big W. So big news for all you guys that like to do online dynasties. They will now have cross-play for Dynasty this year, Xbox and PlayStation. I'm guessing the game still is not going to come out on PC. Console's better. So for the Road to Glory section, they talk about it's it's pretty similar. They got, well, it's not pretty similar. It's pretty different. You start out in high school this year. There's supposed to be more archetypes. You got the the hat ceremony. So I'll probably check it out this year. It's like I said, it's kind of crazy that I didn't even play it for College Football 25. If you guys want me to try it out, let me know down in the comments. I'll get it in before the new game comes out. So they briefly talk about Ultimate Team. They honestly say absolutely nothing. For the next one, they talk about the regs, which is Road to College Football Playoffs, which is their regs mode. Some very interesting things. It talks about make the most of your home field advantage. Are they bringing home field advantage back to online? That's going to be interesting, because it is definitely an advantage if you are, playing in Georgia every single game compared to playing in Delaware every single game. So that'll be interesting. And they also always talk about how the trophy room and, you can bring national championships to it. So that, and it also says there's a new progression system. So I'm excited, because that's the game what I'm going to play the most on here. I'm going to play a lot of regs. That's going to be the thing I main. So this right here is the very last part. They talk about the team builder. But I guess you're going to be able to bring your teams that you created in last year's college to the next game. So it's going to be easy, which is really nice. They also talk about how there's going to be more stuff you're going to be able to do with it this year. And it says you can actually use them offline this year. That's a major one, because there was like a big problem this year because you had to use it online. And if the servers were down, or if something was wrong with the servers, then you couldn't even, play your dynasty pretty much. So that's a big W right there. So that's pretty much all the information we got. Reading all that, seeing the trailer, I don't really see anything bad. I really only see a bunch of goods and a bunch of positives, which is what I'm hoping they do with College Football 26. All they really got to do is, keep the game very similar to what we already have, but just keep adding on to it. That's all you got to do. Don't go backwards. Don't try to get cute with it. As EA keeps releasing more information on the game and information that's worth covering, I will drop videos and cover it, but if it's like little small stuff, it's not worth it. I'm not really going to talk about it. I do also plan on playing some Madden 26 this year. Definitely not as much as college, but I think I will play it a little bit this year. Just regs and stuff like that. So if, EA drops anything that's worth talking about with Madden 26, I'll try to talk about that as well. But you guys let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think about this trailer? Any questions you guys might have from the information that they have given us so far? You guys can comment that down below. But that's pretty much it for this one though, man. Well, all we can do is just sit and wait for more information to come out and then for the game to finally be released, man. So if you guys did enjoy this video, man, drop a like, and if you're not subbed to the channel, sub to the channel. There's going to be a ton of more content coming out, and especially when College Football 26 comes out. A ton of content's going to be coming out. You don't want to miss it. But till the next time, man, I'll see y'all boys in the next one.